What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about 7 different cryptos today. We'll be talking about STG for Flower Child, KDA for Adrian, SEI for Muhammad El Mensi, Ben QI for Adam Nowakowski, AMP and VANRY Vanry for JG Aesthetics, and Candy for JG Aesthetics, and that's it. We're going to finish it up with Candy. So again, in that order, we're going to be talking about STG, KDA, SEI, Ben QI, AMP, Vanry, and Candy. Let's get into it. So without any further ado, we're going to do it right now. Looking at this thing here from top to bottom. Let's see, come on, top to bottom. You are finding resistance at your 382, though you are holding support at your 236. I would kind of assume that you're like consolidating here. You're getting ready to break out to the next level up. You absolutely could come back down to around this 51-cent area. Here you are right around 61 cents right now. But nonetheless, I wouldn't think that you go lower than this low. I do think you're getting ready to break out higher, but it might be some time. Are you ready to do that now? Is it going to take a week or two? I don't know. Very neutral on the weekly, pretty neutral on the daily as well, though I would say you look stronger than you do weaker. So I do anticipate that you'll break out to the upside. I really do like this holding of the green line. The green line is starting to curve up here. This is the 123 moving average, and you're doing that pretty well. So I do think that you go up higher, but don't get me wrong. I think you might pull back a little bit before you are breaking out. Yeah. That's my genuine opinion. Volume's dying off a little bit as you're moving higher. Not really anything bad on the RSI, but again, probably cool off a little bit before you start moving up. It is possible that you could bounce around like 56, 57 cents, but you might just go all the way back down to around that 51-cent area before you come back up here. You're probably going to consolidate until things are a little bit more bullish or certain in the markets. And I haven't been talking about prices below this line, below 50 cents there. But you absolutely could go down lower. It is possible for this to break out to the downside, though. I think if you did do that, you would still hold support somewhere around 45 cents. So if it happened, it wouldn't be too dramatic at all, though 45 cents is a ways away from 61 cents right now. But ultimately, I do think you stand to lose about 10 cents from where you are now, if not lower, and continue to consolidate, and then maybe you'll break out, you'll go higher sometime after that. So that's STG. Let's move on to KDA here. KDA, USD, Cadena. I've heard of this one. Cadena, whatever it is. I don't really know anything about it. I don't know anything really about any of these cryptos, honestly. A lot of these are first-time looks for me. Here we go, KuCoin, nice. So looking at this one here, yes, a nice move. You've definitely broken out of your downtrend. With moves like this, you get your high, you break out. Before you continue to build, you like to see a higher low come into play, right? You make your money. The people that have bought in over here that have held all this time, it might give them an opportunity to sell. Anybody who's new and bought, they might take profits. Anybody who FOMO'd in at the top, if the price starts moving down, they might panic sell. All these things could drive the price lower, and then you get a higher low, solidifying the idea that you're going to go higher, showing strength because there is interest in buying this thing, and then you go higher. I don't know if there's interest, but I would assume there is. It's pretty decent volume you got going on there. This does look like the real deal. You're finding resistance kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I like that fib, but that's okay. It doesn't need to respect that fib. Let's see if it's maybe this one here. Yeah, hit that 786. Yeah, you probably work your way down to this 382, previous area of support right down here at 82 cents. Here you are at $1.18 right now, so I do think you're going lower. Finding resistance at the 61869 area, you tip the 786 itself. So previous area of resistance, current area of resistance, go back down to where you found support last time you were in this area of resistance. Makes sense to me. You probably go to 82 cents. Don't be sad if you go a little bit lower. I doubt that you see the red line here, though if you were to go to like 72 cents, it's possible. But I would say around 82 cents, maybe a little bit lower than that, is where you're probably destined before you go down. You were overbought, now you're not overbought. In fact, you are rejecting the overbought zone as of right now. Depends on how this week closes. We still have about 5 days left, but yeah, looking at it here, the daily to me is looking a little bit bearish. It looks pretty good, to be completely fair, actually. It actually does look pretty good. You got these higher lows kind of, you're like in this channel upwards, right? I can't draw a line. There we go. Right there. As long as you're holding that, it looks good, but don't be surprised if you break that. You might be in what most cryptos are going to be, probably like a consolidation phase to the downside. Now, I very much do think you're going to go down. This green line's coming up, the 123 is coming up. As you make your way down there, it'll probably be around that 82-cent area, probably, you know, albeit just a little bit lower than that, but that's probably where you're going to go. I got to write something down real quick. Just, I got a stock request for a very special someone I got to do. Got to write that down. All right, cool. Enough of that though. KDA SEI is next. So yeah, down for KDA. KDA SEI, Mohammed El Mensi. You wanted me to do specifically. Oh yeah, and I'm sorry, Flower Child. Before we move on, STG. I know, I forgot, man. You wanted me to talk about the long-term potentials, the highs. You know, it's hard to say because this is such a new chart. It really is hard to say, but top to bottom here, wherever you find your low, whenever it is time to break out, if this thing was to see new all-time highs this cycle, you could see it at $1.95 to potentially $3.03, assuming that it has a low market cap, which I very much would believe it does. So seeing that kind of growth is absolutely possible. You could see more than that. It's really hard to say with such a new chart. You know, it hasn't even been around for a full cycle yet. So but something up there, if not higher, honestly. But coming back now, because I know the reason I forgot that and then I just remembered it was because Mohammed kind of has a similar request here, asking for the highs. And you know, same thing, man. I can't really give you a high prediction with this thing because it's just so new. It's not easy to do. Let me see if there's something. Binance, no. Right, yeah, that's not right, yeah. Coinbase has a way higher price. I don't know, man. I don't know where to draw fibs on this. It doesn't have enough historical data. So how high could it go? Well, let's look it up right here real quick. Maybe we could do it like this. SEI, 188 billion. Let's call it 1.8 billion. Let's call it 1.9 billion. Just round it up a little bit. You know, something that's this new, I very much doubt you're going to see much past the 10x. I don't know if it's worthy of this high market cap, personally. Like in my genuine opinion, go to max here, logarithmic. It's been around since 2023. That's its inception. I don't know if this thing's all the hype that it deserves, man. Maybe it is, but seeing a market cap this high for a new altcoin that's not normally something that attracts speculators, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, price action like this definitely does, but you're probably going to pull back in the more immediate term. I bet this thing sees a dramatic pullback, in fact. From bottom to top here, you're at 77.9 cents, 37 cents, 38 cents is probably, you know, the minimum expected area. I full-heartedly expect that you could go to 22 cents, maybe even 19 cents. Though, with this kind of robust price action in such a short amount of time in this thing's existence with such a high market cap, maybe you do hold that 382. It's very common to go up on strong moves like this. That's absolutely a strong move to come back and find support on the 382 and then build higher. But where are you going to go? Much past the 10x? I mean, you could do a 10x, sure. That'd put you at $19 billion essentially. 20x would be 38 billion. 40x would be 76 billion. You know, I don't think you're going to see. I personally don't really think you're going to see anything past the 20x. I mean, I'd be surprised if you saw anything that's like past the 15x, honestly. So I think most of the growth has happened already, in my genuine opinion. Look at this circulating supply here, total supply here. It's going to have to get diluted. It's already such a high market cap. This coin's going to be very good for the people who are participating in the ecosystem, not so well for the people who are looking to invest and speculate on it. The people who are mining it, participating in the DAO, whatever it is, however these coins are being released, they're the ones that are going to benefit most, not the investors like you and me, not the traders and stuff like that. So maybe traders can benefit off of it if they get in on this upcoming volatility, but I don't think this is one to put your money in for the long term. Personally, I think there are much better options, but that's just my genuine opinion. As far as how high it can go, I really don't know, man. It's hard to base it off of this very small chart. So we're going to move on from there. Ben QI USD MEXC here, looking at it. Decent, not too bad. Broke out, yeah. Nice breakout. flagging a little bit. Oh yeah, you're holding support right there at your 382. Nice to see. Could you go lower? Sure. And just assuming the overall climate of the markets right now, I would think you go lower. Going back to 1 cent, I think is completely possible. Here you're at 1.8 cents. Seeing a 618 retracement after a big explosive move like this, it happens often enough. You might hold support at the 0.5, previous area of resistance here. It's not a common area to find support, but you absolutely could. That's at 1.3 cents. So I would say anywhere from about the 6.9 down here at 0.9 cents to 1.3 cents is probably where you're going to go with this thing. I think it goes down. You're overbought right now. Things are looking good. Don't get me wrong. You can absolutely move up from here. There are coins that move independently of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin moves down, there are coins that always do move up, but most of them don't. So just throwing this in the assumption that it's going to do what most coins do, I would think it goes down. But if not, if you hold this 382, if you don't get a week or a day to close below it, let's see actually if you've had a day already. Yeah, if you don't get a week or a day to close below 1.7 cents, you might be bouncing. And in fact, you get a day to close above 2.3 cents, I would very much think that solidifies the idea that you are continuing to new highs. And where would you go from there? You'd probably go, come on now, anywhere from about 4.7 to 6.3 cents. 4.7 to 6.3 cents, yeah, something like that, in a very short amount of time. Potentially higher than that. You could absolutely see deeper extensions with how strong of a move this is. But that's all assuming that not only do you not close below 1.7 cents, but you close above 2.3 cents on a daily or weekly basis. Weekly preferably, but a daily is enough to get you excited. If not, you're going down to that 0.9 to 1.3 cent area, 0.9 cents to 1.3 cents. And I very much would. There's a reason this is circled down here. This is kind of my emphasized area of interest in my genuine opinion. So that is BenQI. Let's move on to AMP. AMP, is it Ampleforth, Amplitude? I forget. It's AMP, man. It's just an AMP. Let's see, Binance. No, we can do Coinbase. KuCoin? Coinbase. Coinbase, I think, has more historical data. So this thing's gone straight down its whole existence. Let's see if we can figure out why. AMP. Here it is. Looking at it here. You notice how some of these layouts are different than others? Like the one, if I go back, like look at this layout. It's totally different, right? But if I go to AMP, now all of a sudden why do you do that, CoinGecko? Market cap 190 million. Circulating supply is this, total supply is that. So no wonder you've gone down. You probably just like that other coin, man, right? Like let me just show you right now. Okay, so current price, that's a 37x. 37x from here. Well, I could let me see. I mean, a 10x would be over $1 billion already. So assuming that all these coins weren't out back at this price, you probably did have $1 billion market cap or at some point, or probably we can actually do that right now. Max, do market cap. At some point you had a $4 billion market cap and you just continued to go down. Right now your market cap is around here, and that does kind of fit well with the way your price looks, doesn't it? But I bet you've released a lot of tokens, and that's probably why you've continued to go down. Gemini custody, Coinbase custody, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe there's coins that are locked up forever. I don't think so. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know too much about this, but anyways, sorry, getting off track here. Top to bottom, I mean, you probably work your way down lower. The fact that you're achieving new lows as of October in 2023, when a lot of cryptos have already found lows, with the upcoming drops in the market, I'm not impressed by this high. Yes, it's higher than this high, but overall it's still a lower high. You've got a higher high in your RSI here, but a lower high in your price. That's hidden bearish divergence. You're in a downtrend. The best you could hope for is a higher low, if not a double bottom, if not probably more likely you're going to go down lower again in this kind of trend here. Maybe you go slightly lower and you kind of soften out this bottom, something like that. That would be nice too, but you're going down from here. One way or another, I think you are going down from here. You had your time in the sun, you had your fun, and now you're going, it's all done. 618 to 69, you're going to go 0.0022 cents to 0.002 cents, somewhere there. If you don't find support there, you might find support around 0.014 to 0.016. And if not, more likely in my opinion, 0.001 to 0.065, as low as that sounds. Just to put it in reference, let's see, from this low here to this high, you found support literally just below that 1618 there. So this 1618, the golden extension, is all the way down here. It's very possible. It's a very realistic number. Crypto is in a bullish phase. Don't get me wrong, we're in kind of a bearish phase in like the more immediate term, but this is the bull market itself, so there is hope for this thing to not go lower. But again, we've been in a bull market now since, arguably December of 2022. And here we are, or was it November? Let's see. Everybody defines it differently. You know, in my opinion, we've been in a bull market since back here, which would have been November of 2022, right? Bull market, bear market, end of bear market, bull market. You want to say that we moved sideways? Okay, then this was the beginning of the bull market still. But the fact that you've been forming new lows since October of this year, October of last year, 2023, when Bitcoin was doing all this and a lot of cryptos were very bullish. That's not exciting for me in the more immediate term. Maybe whenever all these tokens stop getting released, you can hope for better. But again, probably one of those coins that if you participate in the ecosystem to some degree, you mine it, however it is these new coins are being put out, you're going to benefit most that way. And until all those coins are allocated, I don't think you're going to see this thing see any upside, honestly. So, I mean, any sustained upside. Maybe I should say that. But that's AMP going down. I hope you got the price areas memorized. If not, just rewind it and watch it again. Write them down. Save it in a notebook. I don't know. Vanry here. I've never heard of this one either. Vanry chain. Very new. Very, very new. It looks like it's at the height of its range, so it probably comes back down. I would assume you're going to go to about 5.7 cents. That one was pretty damn easy, honestly. I think that's where it's going, 5.7 cents, somewhere around there. Low to high, 5.63, right at the 618. Damn, I'm good, man. Somewhere right around there. Yeah. 5.6 to 5.7 cents, maybe 5.8. I don't know if you actually have to touch this line. You've already done it a couple times, but yeah, probably somewhere around there is what I'm thinking. That one was a piece of cake. Thank you very much for JG Aesthetics. You also gave me AMP, which I felt like I explained a lot on, but that's okay. We're going to talk about Candy now to finish this bad boy up. Candy KuCoin. Candy. Low. Okay. Candy. Is it Bitcoin Candy? I don't think that's Candy. Candy Pocket, Candy Token. I don't know. Candy Pocket, probably. Come on now. That's the one. I mean, that's the one that I got charted here. So, market cap unknown, circulating supply unknown. I don't like it. I would stay away. It looks like a lot of people are offloading. You got high levels of volume down here. Generally speaking, you end on low volume. You don't end on high volume, but you can end on high volume. I've seen markets, man, where you end, your exact bottom is the spike in volume. I've seen markets where the exact top is the spike in volume, and that's normally how it goes. And most of the time, you get like a decrease in volume. That's where your low is. Like, look at this here, right? Some of the lowest volume that you saw was down here at this low here, and then as you move out of it, then you get your spike. That's normal. But to see this, I don't know if that's encouraging, a bad thing, a good thing, really, like whatever, but it doesn't look good. I would stay away. That's my only recommendation. I don't know how to do TA on something like this, man. It goes up, it goes down, continues to go down. I don't know. I don't know what the market cap is or anything like that. You know, if it's not Candy Pocket and it's Candy Token, I don't know if I'd be able to do TA on it, because these all look like Candy Pockets. So anyways, that's that. If you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.